Welcome to Queer News Tonight. This is the world's first and only LGBTQ plus daily news television show, broadcasting live and available on demand on your favorite streaming channels.
We are proud to announce that YouTube has recognized Queer News Tonight, certified by analytics company vidIQ, as the world's most popular LGBTQ streaming news show. Our queer stories have reached over 10 million views.
We are proud that we have more than 1,000 subscribers in the last month, and that Queer News Tonight has more YouTube subscribers than any other LGBTQ brand in Florida. Over 500,000 of you have watched this show in the last 90 days. We thank you for watching and supporting our voice in the LGBTQ community. There is no other news program in the LGBTQ world like Queer News Tonight.
That's right, Vaughn. It is Wednesday, January 29th. We are live and literally out of the closet and into the headlines. So many of your important stories we're going to tell this evening on Queer News Tonight.
You're watching Queer News Tonight, the world's first daily LGBTQ evening news show.
Welcome to the world's most important LGBTQ plus evening news show. Hotspots Magazine Happening Out Television Network is a nonprofit 501c3 media company in the same model of PBS and NPR, but designed for the LGBTQ plus community.
Our nonprofit mission is to support the 11 pillars of our LGBTQ community. We want to inform and educate the key issues of lesbian, trans, Latino, Black, healthcare, seniors, students, faith, social justice, business, and queer culture. Help us support our diverse community.
We are part of one of the largest LGBTQ nonprofit media companies in America, Hotspots Magazine and Happening Out Television Network. In 2025, our magazine is celebrating 40 years of the LGBTQ experience, and Queer News Tonight is celebrating our 5th anniversary with more than 10,000 LGBTQ television stories. We will produce the 25th anniversary of our Stonewall Pride Parade and Festival on June 14th. Our magazine, events, television news, talk, and entertainment show support our mission to educate the LGBTQ and broader community.
In 2025, more than 100 anchors will host this show to support the LGBTQ plus community. Let's meet today's anchors at Queer News Tonight. Let's welcome the incredible anchor that is Bonnie Builder. She is the premier South Florida bodybuilding drag queen and the forever reigning Mixed Mary's Wilton Manors. Bon, so you are hosting a glute-based Bonnie Booty Builder workout class on March 1st at the Rhythm and Release studio in Miami Shores. Tell me what's happening.
All right, on March 1st, I'm hosting a Bonnie Booty Builder workout at the Rhythm and Release studio. So on my Instagram at Bonnie Builder, I started this workout series to utilize my bachelor's degree in physical education. So I'm not just beautiful, I'm also better than all of you. So I'm utilizing all of my skills together to really help the world grow a fatter ass, because I'm tired of looking to my left and my right.
Damn.
And seeing just back, and mo back. We need butts around here, and Bonnie is the one to help you do that. So follow my Instagram at Bonnie Builder, and also follow Rhythm and Release on Instagram. We're going to be releasing more information, but save the date for March 1st in the morning for a Bonnie Booty Builder workout experience.
And if you've ever seen Bonnie Builder perform, then you've seen her incredible butt, all right? That was not just one little push-up or one little, what do you call those things when you have to go down and up?
Blowjobs? What?
Oh, come on, those CrossFitters do it a lot. Lunges or some crap. I don't know. But you got to do all of that to get the butt like Bonnie, okay? And now she is bringing it to you right there, handing it to you. You want a Bonnie booty? You got to join her class, all right?
Yeah.
Right?
Booty Judy might show up.
She might. And come in your shortest short. This is a queer experience. So if you ever wanted to work out in a one piece, baby, this is your time. Show up, pay the fee, and I'm going to help you grow that ass.
I love that. All right, well, make sure you follow Bonnie Builder, and Queer News Tonight looks forward to seeing you all at Bonnie Booty Builder workout class on March 1st. Let's welcome my brother from another mother. He's anchor Von Biggs. He's a community outreach coordinator at Holy Cross Health, a vice chair of the Ryan White Part A Planning Council, and a founding board member of Trans Ed. Yo, Von, so Rock the Block is coming on February 15th, and it's sponsored by you guys over at Holy Cross. Tell me what's happening.
That's right. So Holy Cross is sponsoring Rock the Block 25, February 15th at 6 p.m. in Wilton Manors. Headlined by Emily, and the event promises soulful performances, blending R&B, pop, and electrifying energy. This year marks Holy Cross's 25th anniversary serving the community. And it's also 25 years, as we know, for Pride. The general admission tickets start at $10 until February 14th, rising to $20 at the door. VIP tickets are available for $150. Attendees can expect an unforgettable night of music and celebration in the heart of Wilton Manors. For more details, visit harmonywaves.org.
Oh my God.
You know, where else can you go for $10 for a concert?
Nowhere. I was just thinking
right,
that.
$10, you know.
And Harmony Waves and Rock the Block last year brought David Archuleta, and I was blessed enough to host that. And it was incredible. And it was 4,000 people there that were like, okay, let me get my $10 ticket early because I want to see David Archuleta and all these incredible other acts.
Right.
And now they're doing it again.
Right. And her, you know, she's coming from the UK, so it's going to be it should just be an amazing performance.
Emily Sardé, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Emily
no.
Sandé, yeah.
No, say it right.
Next to me.
Say it right.
Emily Sandé.
Sandé, that's how it is.
Ooh, that's my girl.
That's
and that
it.
song Clown, girl, that got me through a lot of dark times. So I am very excited to see you there, girl.
I love it. And she's a lesbian.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
And
we'll
she's
say
gorgeous.
that.
And
She
she's
is.
hot. Look her up on social media. Oh my God, her videos are amazing. I think she's coming from Budapest or something straight to Wilton Manors for Rock the Block.
And sign up for that VIP because, you know, Apartment 9F is catering that.
Oh, that's
Oh, I was just there yesterday. Yo, get the turkey meatballs if they bring them.
Listen, right? And their bread pudding. Carol don't play.
no.
When Carol says she's gonna bring
That's
the
right.
food for an event, that is not little, you know, little whatevers. It's like gourmet and delicious. All right. So make sure you get your tickets for Rock the Block at harmonyways.org. Queer News Tonight looks forward to seeing you all at Rock the Block 25 on February 14th.
And of course, let's welcome tonight's lead anchor, Faye What? She is a legendary events host, television and radio personality, and the host of Hotspots Happening Out's The Faye What Show. Now, Faye, Pink Nail Society's Masquerade in Pink Ball is on February 27th. Tell me, what's happening?
Pink Nail, baby. All right. So Stephen and the Pink Nail Society will host a Masquerade in Pink Ball on February 27th at Hunter's Nightclub, Wilton Manors from 6 to 9 p.m. This vibrant event will feature fabulous costumes, a silent auction, and live performances to raise awareness for prostate cancer and men's health, okay? The gorgeous Matthew Darren will be your host for the evening. Sponsored by Stoli Vodka and others, a portion of proceeds will benefit the Prostate Cancer Foundation. Attendees can expect an evening of fun and philanthropy while supporting life-saving research. Visit pinknailsociety.org for more details. You know, events like this are important. Like, I know that, I mean, for breast cancer awareness, the LGBTQ plus community comes out and in droves and does all these incredible events to support everyone that has gone through that. For prostate cancer, we have to do the same. We have pillars in our community that have beaten prostate cancer.
Exactly.
You know, and they couldn't have, you know, Mark Hunter from Hunters always says it, that there was no way that he could have beat it without the help of certain organizations that helped him through. You know, that one of the many reasons why an event like this is so important. And kudos to Pink Nail Society for doing that.
And wearing pink, come on. Us men look great in pink, right?
And cross dressers as well. We all can rock the pink, baby.
We can.
All right, Queer News Tonight looks forward to seeing you at Masquerade and Pink Ball on February 27th.
Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ plus story for today. I'm Faye What, and let's queer up South Florida and Florida. Breaking news, My Hollywood Pride's Jeff Oliverio draws prizes galore for 2025 festival closure. We all know Jeff Oliverio. We all love him. He's got the best hair in the business. He is a founder and president of the Hollywood LGBTQ Plus Council and one of the most loved anchors here on Queer News Tonight. He recently reached another milestone in his career by leading the first Pride event in the world, last week's My Hollywood Pride 2025. And we have Jeff here as a guest of Queer News Tonight to talk all about the festival and to draw some winners of prizes from My Hollywood Pride's raffle, including an amazing stay package from sponsor Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, and a whole lot more. Welcome, Jeff Oliverio, to Queer News Tonight.
I get to be here as a guest.
Yes.
That's so exciting.
You get to be here as a guest.
Not working.
No work.
Well, working.
Still working.
But not working.
But not working.
Yes.
Like, you know, usually when you're an anchor on Queer News Tonight, you're like serious and taking it all, you know.
Yes,
hey.
now I get to wear pink.
And you get to wear pink. I love that Lord. Oh my God. So let me tell you, let me begin by saying, Jeff, that Sunday was incredible. All right. And I know that it took a lot for Sunday to be Sunday, right? But understand that I always pride myself in being a host, but I'm also a spectator, right? And I know how I feel about things since you know who took office, right? Everything is super uncertain. Everything feels weird, but I knew that this pride had to happen, was super important, and that it was going to be successful because of the love, the joy, the energy that was there in downtown Hollywood on Sunday.
Yeah, listen, it was a pride that, of course, we're being the first in the world, but also a pride that was needed in the world for our community. The last few weeks have been rather dark. As I said, from fires to hell, we've been dealing with a lot in our community. And I think when we saw people there and they were on the street and we saw people smiling and dancing and laughing and hugging and just enjoying the day, it kind of said all that other stuff is on the outside in this little bubble of Hollywood pride. Everything is good. And it really felt that way. Like, the rest of the outside world didn't really rear its ugly head. Yeah, it didn't at all.
And I noticed that people kind of walked there and were like, oh, is it okay to have fun? Is it okay to dance? Is it okay to be my wild, crazy self? And then they would see other people, in between acts, people were literally dancing in front of the stage, having their own party there on the street. I mean,
the city of Hollywood, the police department came up to us at the end of the night when we were closing the street down, and they were like, you have the best guests that we have for any events. They were like, everyone is happy and nice and kind and well behaved. And I was like, you must not know us. But honestly, they said, they were like, and they said everyone was just so respectful of the space. And I go, because we're here to have fun. Yeah. We're here for joy. Yes. We have enough crap in our lives to deal with. So pride is about having fun. And it's very different than, an event that's there for, just a party. Yeah. Yes, we are having a party, but it is a party with a purpose.
Yes. And let me tell you, that time flew by. Okay. So it was Sunday 1 to 7. And let me tell you, it flew by. And it was because we were having so much fun. A couple of my high points, my God, some of the DJ Boomy was incredible. My God, this is her second year with you folks, right?
DJ Boomy has been with us since the first year. Okay, DJ Boomy is we call her our house mother. She is the mother of my Hollywood pride. And she's, on top of that, is an amazing human. Yes. And an amazing DJ.
The energy that she brings is so perfect. Ellie was incredible. When he performed, he brought it. He did 8 songs and it flew by like this. I don't think he did 8, but I mean, he did a lot of songs
with backup dancers.
With backup dancers and the whole thing. Okay, one of my high points was also the Lord's family. Okay, if you love drag, if you know drag, you understand the Lord's family dynasty that they are, right? And so when I saw them on the run of show, I was like, okay, cool. Mama Lords probably sent the new kids, right? Yeah. Which would have been totally okay, right? Because you don't get that last name Lords without being talented, okay, and part of community. And then I see the lineup and it's Erica Norell, TP Lords, Coco. It was oh my God. Jasmine Price Lords. It was bam. And then at the end they sang happy birthday to TP for her birthday.
Yeah, and they looked like superstars on that stage. Vision Productions, Raoul Griffith, who did the stages for us. I mean, he made them look like they were, on a Taylor Swift stage. I mean, lighting and graphics, and they had the right stage for them, and they looked like the superstars that they are. So exactly, and they've been part of Hollywood Pride for a while,
and they felt it, and so if Raul does all the setups for Winter Party. He also does the National LGBT Task Force that everybody loves, so it's a elevated caliber of setup, and so to see that, you don't usually see that in a street festival, and the drag queens had lights, sound, smoke machines. I was like, I want to go out there and do something, but I mean, okay, but again, that was one of my highlights. There are so many, but the number one highlight for me has to be the Storytime Hour with Misty Eyes.
Yes.
You know, who is also your trailblazer this year, right? She was also spotlighted at your brunch. And, I know before you had it a little bit off Hollywood Boulevard. And this year you decided to put it front and center on the stage, and seeing those kids sit in front of her in a half moon, it touched my heart. I had tears in my eyes. What made you move it from the cute park that you had over to the main stage?
Listen, Misty has been part of Hollywood Pride since the first time we asked, and we said, "Will you do story time at a Pride event?" And whatever we asked, what Misty says is, "Yes, how can I do it? What else do you need me to do?"
Yeah.
Which is why she's one of our she is our trailblazer for this year. But through the last few years, what we've gone through with the DeSantis administration and attacking, things that are just wholesome experiences for children and encouraging them to like books and to read, we said when we were doing our planning, we looked at each other and I said, we're trying to figure out where to do it because it's always hard because it's loud and the kids can't hear. And I said, let's put her on the stage. And Todd looked at me and he was like, that's genius. And everyone in the room all of our community was like, oh, we're going to do kids story time. I was like, yeah, we're going to bring the kids up on stage. And I go, and we're going to show the world what this is about. Mm-hmm. It's not about anything that anybody wouldn't want to see.
Yes.
And I think living out loud and really showing who we are is what we have to do in the environment we were in. And that's really was, for us, it was the most important part of Pride that we put Misty on that stage front and center for all the world to see.
And I get goosebumps just thinking about it and thinking about all the beautiful pictures and everything. I wish that somebody would show those pictures to the government, to those people against us, right?
Yeah.
Because if you saw those kids coming up on stage for story time, they were of all colors. They were of all identities, right? They were from everywhere. And then we thought that the adults would leave, right? Because it's like, okay, it's kid time story. No, none of the adults budged. They were all there for the story time too.
It was an amazing moment because our head of Parks and Rec came up to me while that was going on and said, that was his friend or a family member that wrote the book that Misty did, which we didn't know that at all. Like he's like, I didn't know that she was doing that book on the stage, or he would have, we didn't know that part, and he didn't know that was even going on. Mm-hmm. He was just happening to be standing there, and he's like, oh, that's I think it was his friend or it's a cousin that wrote the book.
And that was the book that Misty chose.
Yes.
She wanted that book. She felt that story was important enough to really illustrate bullying and all kinds of stuff. About being kind.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Yeah.
Right?
Teaching kids to be kind.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Incredible, incredible, incredible. And the organizations that were there. Everybody was there. Okay, everybody was there. Holy Cross, Can, Flock Fest. I saw Pride Lines. I saw SunServe. Who else?
Prism, TransSocial, Trans Ed, Care Resource. I mean, we had Save and Equality Florida.
Everybody.
The Broward County Dems were there.
Unity Coalition. The football people.
We had Temple Bethel was there. They've come every year to this event, and they, again, having a faith-based organization there, they were also, they're blown away every year by the participation, and they just always come back and say, what else can we do for you?
Yeah.
Because again, it's about community. Our event is really about community. And so, all of the community partners that came out, we had Boucher Brothers there that brought all their furniture and their beach chairs for people to sit in on the street. Satowski Asset Management, which is a new sponsor for us this year, came and gave out a bunch of Pride sunglasses for everybody, and they, we're there to help. And of course, the city of Hollywood, listen, we cannot do this without the support of the city, the police, the CRA, the Parks and Rec, all of those people. They come to the table and they know we need them just as much as any other event organizer. The city makes or breaks your event. Yes. They really do. And we were the lead event for the city of Hollywood's 100th birthday celebration, centennial celebration. Keeping it 100. Keeping it 100. So we really had the weight of that on our shoulders, and we were we're kicking off this year of celebrations. So it was a big day. It was a big day having the mayor there, and Debbie Wasserman Schultz came. It has also been there every single year.
All the TV news crews were there. Yeah. It was just amazing. And My Hollywood Pride is incredible, but there were other events leading up to My Hollywood Pride, right?
Absolutely. Our satellite events this year were we sold out queer comedy on Saturday night. Anna Lovely.
Listen, and the lesbians were out in full force.
Yes,
they were all there. Hey, my lesbians.
Yes,
we're going on Saturday to queer comedy. I was like, I know you are.
They were all there. They came out full force. The theater sent us a message the next day, and they said they've never seen the theater that crowded.
Oh!
Yeah.
Doesn't that warm your heart, though, Jeff?
They were like, your community came out. We couldn't believe how nice they were. There was a line at the snack bar. I was like, we buy stuff. You need 5 people at the snack bar, not one. Everybody bought wine, beer, popcorn. Nobody was they were there for the event.
Yes.
We did the networking event Friday night. It was 50 degrees here in South Florida, which is like a deep chill.
Which is like 2 degrees for us South Floridians, to be completely honest.
Everyone had coats on the rooftop of Sunset Club with space heaters, and we had, Lobos was our spirit sponsor, and we had tequila hot toddies.
Nice.
So yeah, everybody
was warm.
Everybody was warm, and people came out, and we had a great time, and it was just a nice experience. And we ended Sunday night with our after party at Spice with the House of Trouble, and the playlist, and we had Regina Black perform Madonna, Hollywood on the stage.
Regina, you killed it. I saw that video, girl.
Iconic.
And so perfect because you're in the city of Hollywood and you're singing Madonna's Hollywood.
I looked at her and I said, thank you for making my gay boy dream come true at my own Pride event.
You see Jeff like this, like fangirl, and he's like, wait a minute, I'm heading this thing. Wait, I gotta get control of myself.
Yeah, so it was special.
But you should be, honestly, I know that after a big event like that, it's like, wow, we did it, right? And there's exhaustion that comes along with it. But your crew, Todd and Melissa and Richard and Nancy and Francesca and, I can go on and on. Tony, like you, the Dalmays, everybody that is a part of this brought their A game to the table.
Yeah, one thing I know, because you were on the stage, you probably didn't get to see, but Nina, who's on our team, ran our youth zone this year, and she did a scavenger hunt for the kids.
Yes.
And I was like running around with an earpiece on, and when I have an earpiece on, don't talk to me because I hate wearing an earpiece. And this little girl comes up and she goes, do you know where I go to get the prizes? And she showed me her scavenger hunt card, and she was like, and I got some extra ones. They had to go to all the agencies that had things for youth, Pride Line, SunServe, and they checked them off and they got a stamp, and she wanted to know where to go get her prize. And there was kids walking around all over the street, at what Pride do you see kids doing a scavenger hunt?
No, never. I thought that was such a great idea. And it was funny because I saw one of the little girls with her little paper running up to Von Biggs over at Holy Cross, right? And he's like, I'm not part of this scavenger hunt, but I am now. And he found like some kind of sticker and put it on her thing. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, so that was great.
I love that. So another high point for a lot of people that were there was a raffle that you had, right? Because you had all these incredible prizes that were up for grabs, and of course the money was going back to My Hollywood Pride. And
absolutely.
I'm the lucky one that gets to announce the winners here today on Queer News Tonight.
Well,
right?
The good news is we're gonna announce the winners today.
Okay.
We have some amazing prizes. The reason we do the prize drawing, of course, is My Hollywood Pride is a 501c3. It is fully funded by donations and by volunteer work. We have no paid staff members.
But it costs money to put on My Hollywood Pride a lot.
And it costs more money every year, whether we like it or not, because that's the world that we live in. Costs go up, security costs go up. Every other Pride is dealing with it, as you know, Stonewall. We're all dealing with the same thing.
And the uncertainties.
Yeah, so, our community loves Pride, and I say if you love Pride, you got to be able to support it. It doesn't mean you need to give us $10,000, but it's buy a raffle ticket, buy a bottle of water, donate $50 on the website, come to our events, and buy a VIP bracelet as opposed to just coming to the free side.
Exactly.
And that makes it so that we can sustain it, because otherwise the world is a tougher place. So I think we'll start with our prize drawing.
All right, let's do it.
I have a giant bag of. Thank you everyone, first of all, that bought these. Faye is going to pick them out.
I'll pick them. This is my underwear bag. No, it's not. No, all right. I'll hold this in my. Tell me what's the first one.
We're going to start with our first one. Is a $250 gift certificate for a photo shoot with FBM Studios.
Oh, okay.
FBM Studios.
All right. Yes. Get your picture taken. All right. Barry Elke is the winner for that. All right. Barry, you're going to get that photo shoot.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm excited.
Our next prize is a $90 gift card for the Glow Refinery. I believe that's some kind of makeup, I believe.
Ooh, okay. All right. I love that. Kelly Walker. It goes to Kelly Walker.
Kelly's going to get the glow up.
All right. So, Kelly, you are going to be glowed up. All right. Okay. You don't want it, send it over to me.
Our next is the Social Room in downtown Hollywood, a $50 gift card.
Oh, I love that place.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Fun place.
Greg Stadowski. Greg Stadowski, you're going to be dining down in Hollywood, all right?
Social room.
At the Social Room.
If you got to see when we were on the street, Ulta was there. They were doing hair and makeup and giving out free.
They gave me free samples.
Yes, they gave out free samples, and they also gave us two gift baskets. So we have two of these.
All right.
$75 value.
Okay. Chris Lattis.
Oh, my buddy Chris.
Chris, you can send that basket to me.
Yes.
Just in case if you don't want it, all right? But you got one of those baskets, and there's another basket, right?
And we got one more.
Kara Lundgren is the next
Kara.
basket. Kara, you go,
She's
girl.
Miss Hollywood.
Woohoo!
All right.
I'm
Next
so
we
glad you
have
got that, Kara.
a $50 gift card to Mickey Burns Irish Pub, which is located in the middle of the street. It's been a partner of ours since day one.
Love Mickey's, and St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner.
Yes.
All right, so you'll be able to use this next month. All right, in 2 months. Okay. Veronica Barrios Garcia from the Pride Lines board, right?
Pride Lines board, yes.
V, you got it, Mama. You got it. All right, you go celebrate.
And then we have where we had our brunch. We have a $100 gift card for the Greek joint, which I think you know how amazing the Greek joint.
Greek joint was so delicious. So I was blessed that the boys invited me to go to the brunch 100. And oh my God, I was licking my fingers. First of all, there was like 8 courses, all right? So like halfway through, I'm full, and I'm like, can I take this with me? And I'm like, I'm going to be that Latino that took it home. I took it home. Okay, that's how good it was. Thank you, the Greek joint. Vincent Connor, you're going to go hang out at
Vince,
the Greek
who was
joint.
one of our performers.
Oh, I love that.
Vincent Connor and Victor Valdez.
Yes. They were amazing.
They were amazing.
They were amazing. Also, Ellie was amazing too.
And Victor performed at the brunch.
Oh, and Vikina was amazing. Also, Kid. We had some amazing performers.
Yeah, wait till we see this recap video of Vikina's performance. It's going to be amazing.
Amazing.
So we have a $270 gift card, which I think is 10 sessions for the yoga joint in Hollywood.
Ooh, I love that. Fleming, you're going to go take on yoga, all right? Fleming is going to do some yoga in Hollywood.
And we have a Be Well Med Spa $150 signature facial.
Melina Mendez, you're going to go get that wonderful facial. Melina Mendez, 954. I'm not giving out your number, all right?
All right, we have a Trader Joe's gift bag of all Trader Joe's products. $50 value. We'll pull that out.
Like, I love Trader Joe's.
Yes.
Bad. Alita Bastos, you will be getting that Trader Joe's basket.
Basket. Okay, we have a $50 gift certificate for the perfume outlet in Hollywood. Adi, who has volunteered on our committee before, that's her business and has donated that to us as well.
Listen, everybody should smell good.
Yeah.
Okay, you should all smell good. Melissa Varlis, you are the one getting some perfume, my friend.
Okay, now we have some big prizes.
Gimme. I want that guitar.
We have a very special 2 tickets to the Winter Party Festival Beach Party, which is coming up from the National LGBTQ Task Force, who are, as you know, good friends of mine.
Yeah.
So the beach party is the biggest party on the sand in South Florida.
The biggest. And if you haven't been, oh my God, get your tickets today.
Yes.
Okay, to Winter Party.
Also a fundraiser.
Also a fundraiser. And right before we have the gala at the end of the year, the National LGBTQ Plus Task Force does that, and they also do Winter Party. And Winter Party, Kathy Renna and all those folks come down, and it's a blast. Okay. Yes. Jennifer Holman.
Jennifer from the Art and Culture Center.
All right, you're going to be there partying.
I love it.
There's usually at least 50 women with like 3,000 men, so you'll be with me, Jennifer.
You'll have a great time. I may have to be her date when I go to that. Okay, so we have the Doubletree Hollywood Hilton Beach Resort. We have a 2-night stay. It's a fabulous resort. Ooh. We've done some events there before.
Okay.
And that is a $750 value.
Cha-ching. Brittany Fox. Brittany Fox, you got a little staycation.
And for our big prize here, we have 2 of these. 2.
Okay.
We have the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino gift party like a rock star.
Oh, God.
You get a guitar.
Yep.
You get a hotel stay.
Yep.
You get a $350 dinner.
Okay, at any other location.
Exactly. So you get all of that in the gift basket and a whole bunch of fun stuff.
Yes.
Beach towel and eye mask and all kinds of stuff.
And if when you stay there, you've got to go to the beach, to their own little private beach and pool area, which is just amazing. Now, let me tell you something, Jeff. I thought you had one of these.
No, we have 2 of them.
These are valued a lot.
They have supported us since day one, also giving us gift baskets. And,
they're amazing.
People love these.
Kathy Shanaz, you're going to go hang out at the Hard Rock, Kathy.
Awesome.
If my wife lets me, take me with you.
And we have one more Hard Rock gift basket. Who is it going to be?
Yudi Orozco.
Yudi. Congratulations.
Okay, you're going to be also you're going to be at Seminole Hard Rock Casino and Hotel, and they're just amazing. You'll be there for 2 days, and you are just going to be feeling like you are somewhere else, okay? So I love that.
So for all of our winners, we'll reach out to you by phone or email, and we'll be having all the gift baskets or anything if you need to pick up, or we'll make some arrangements for delivery. And most importantly, thank you. Thank you to every single person that came, every single person that volunteered, every single person that worked and made the event. Faye, you get on that stage and you smile and you get up there and you do everything you can to make everyone feel welcome and at home. And it means a lot because, again, bringing that energy to it, especially when it's a stressful time for all of us and we just want to make everything great. You're just like, I got this. What do you want me to say? Okay, I got it. I got it. Okay, you just do it. And like, that means so much. It really does. You make it easy for us. So thank you.
Well, you make it easy for me. It's family, honey. Okay. And it's the first part of the year and it feels right when you all get together and make this happen. And I couldn't be happier and prouder to be a small little part of My Hollywood Pride. Okay, so My Hollywood Pride 2026 will be next year. Look out for a date when they release it.
Yes.
What an incredible year, Jeff.
Thank you.
What an incredible year. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
The whole Hollywood LGBTQ Council for everything that you do. Listen, for those people that want that pink sweatshirt, they sell it online. All right? They sell it online. Okay, so make sure that you grab one of them. All right, Jeff, I love you.
Love you, Joe. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being you.
Keep it 100.
Keep it 100 always, baby. Always. That is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight. Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ plus story for today. I'm Faye Watt, and let's queer up social justice. Florida's Naples City Council hears lawful violence is acceptable to stop Naples Pride. Dangerous rhetoric is brewing in Naples, Collier County on Florida's west coast. A far-right political figure in Florida openly defended lynching and called violence acceptable to stop Naples Pride during this week's city council meeting. Cody Davis, leader of the Jeffersonian Party, claimed early U.S. laws endorsed execution for homosexuality. He labeled LGBTQ plus pride as savage behavior and cited Thomas Jefferson while arguing that lawful violence was embedded in American tradition. He said, quote, "The consensus of Americans for centuries was that lynching, when done correctly, is both completely lawful and appropriate," end quote. No council members responded immediately. But 2 days later, responding to the threat against Naples Pride, the Naples police chief said, quote, "It's a real threat and we take it real," end quote. Davis's political party evolved from Vote Men PAC, a group pushing male-only leadership. He has met with Republican figures, including Texas Senator Ted Cruz and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Davis has previously protested Naples Pride with members of the anti-LGBTQ plus hate group Church Militant. Southern Poverty Law Center has indicated Davis and his affiliate organizations should be viewed as a hate group. Despite Davis's rhetoric, Naples Pride remains scheduled for June. LGBTQ plus advocates are calling for city leaders to denounce his threats and ensure community safety. The city council has currently not made any statements. Naples sits 90 miles west of Wilton Manors, and Fort Lauderdale is the first city you come to in the connection of I-75 between Broward County and Collier County. It's not the first that we're telling you about this story. We've had William Haas from the Bears of South Florida on the Queer News Tonight table, and he is part of their board. And he has been telling us about how this has been going. And, this Cody Davis is just a disgusting human, okay? And those are the first words that come to mind when thinking of him. He is from this Vote Men PAC that pushing all the male leadership, and he hates DeSantis for appointing women. Okay, I mean, so I guess hate hates hate sometimes, right? But they don't cancel each other out. Naples Pride is still scheduled to happen in June, but it's only January. So a lot of things can happen from now to then. But let me tell you, the city of Naples and their council has played disgustingly dirty and wants Naples Pride to not happen. Naples Pride recently uncovered evidence that shows that 2 Naples City Council members have encouraged opposition to our festival by sending a call to action from their government accounts to known protesters and disruptors. Okay, to do more damage against Naples Pride. I'm beside myself. Like, how can this person even say those words like that? Saying that in history, it was done, if done correctly, it was okay to lynch people. Like, I mean, I'm blown away by this story. It was almost hard to get that story out. I got to tell you, boy.
These are words from a loser. And this is a loser that I suspect is going to die in obscurity. I hate that this person is being platformed in any way. I hate that he's impacting such a beautiful event in any capacity. But there are many losers like this. But he is a loser with thoughts. And unfortunately, people are listening to him. People are repeating his rhetoric. People are agreeing with him, unfortunately, which is why this is such a very real threat. But just as a reminder, he is a loser. He is going to die in obscurity. I'm not going to remember him when I leave here. I hope that the threat is demolished so that we can all forget him. This is what is the quote from Basketball Wives? Y'all not going to know. He is a non-motherfucking factor. I'm not even going to repeat his name because I already forgot it. You fucking loser. You're going to die lonely, alone, and no one's going to remember you. If this is how you're gonna leave your legacy on this earth, you will disappear and no one will care.
You know, I look at it and think he's quoting Thomas Jefferson, right? And I'm like, at the same time, does he quote the Old Testament? Because that's like quoting Old Testament to New Testament. It's like, oh, come on, move on, right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I think there's going to be a lot more to this story happening. Again, it's January, right? And their event is in June. And I'm sending all kinds of good vibes and energy to all those people that are putting together Naples Pride, all right? Stand strong, okay? Get more volunteers. There's a lot of us that want to help you, all right? Make that happen, you know? And I wish that this man dies by himself, right? But there's people listening to him right now, Bonnie. Okay, there's people that are blowing smoke up his ass and telling him that he's got the right words. Okay, and that scares me even more. You know, like ever since Donald Trump took office, I've got to tell you, I look at Anglo people, I look at white people, and I'm like, kind of like, okay, did this person vote against me? Does this person want me dead? Does this person want my family members deported? That is how I feel right now.
Yeah, out there. If y'all voted for Trump, y'all got to straight up be honest and be like, yeah, but like before we have any interaction, name, gender, political affiliation. It's gotten to that point. We are people, the three of us up here, we all have to network for our jobs. And it's going to make it so much easier for us to connect with you if we know that you didn't vote to actively ruin our lives. Yeah. So just straight up, if we are at a networking event or any sort of social gathering, straight up be like, hey y'all, what's up? My name is Booty Boo and I voted Democrat. I don't fully believe in it, but I knew we couldn't vote for the opposition. I'm be like, we can work with that.
Be good.
If you voted for Trump, fuck out my face. Girl, get out of here at this point. I ain't got no time, no respect for you.
Well, that is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.
Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Von Biggs and let's queer up health. Study shows Doxy-pep lowers rate of sexually transmitted infection. A new study confirms that taking doxycycline after sex can dramatically lower the risk of certain sexually transmitted infections. Published in JAMA Internal Medicine, the research shows that Doxy-pep, short for doxycycline post-exposure prophylactics, reduced chlamydia risk by 79%, syphilis by 80%, and gonorrhea by 12%. The study focused on Kaiser Permanente, Northern California, where Doxy-pep was offered to gay and bisexual men starting in 2022. Around 12,000 people from this focus group were treated for HIV, and among them, over 2,250 received Doxy-pep in its first year. STI rates dropped significantly in this group, while those who didn't take Doxy-pep saw no change. However, according to Michael Traeger of Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare Institute, quote, interventions that are effective in clinical trials don't always end up working in the real world, end quote. Though researchers note concerns about antibiotic resistance, senior researcher Julia Marcus emphasizes Doxy-pep's potential benefits for reducing STI transmission and improving sexual health. Now, two comments I have. One is, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
Hello.
I'm going to leave it at that. But talk to your healthcare provider. Come on. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about Doxy-pep, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's too much, and it's 200 milligrams, and you take it within 72 hours after sex.
That's not bad. I thought you had to take it right after.
No, within 72 hours.
72 hours. That's
Girl, you got time.
So you go to talk to your doctor. They're not going to give you 2 pills. They're going to give you multiple pills, and then take care of yourself, protect yourself. Just think about that and do the preventive preventative
Yeah.
of this, right?
Yeah.
And it is proven. And they compare it, you think about back in the 80s and 90s when it was treated, they used the same stuff for treating acne. Of course, it was a lower dosage, but you're only taking this once after 72 hours. You're not taking it every day like you did. Right.
Oh, of course.
So
could this also clear your skin? Because that might explain why
Right?
my
I don't have that medical license.
Oh my God. Listen, Doxy, I mean, they should be giving it out at clubs, right? I mean,
Right.
you know, it protects people at the end of the day. You know, my wife is a nurse practitioner and she works for Pride Lines and also works for Mayfair Medical. And it's like, okay, let's get you on Doxy.
Right.
You know, that is the first preventative. Let's go. You're having unprotected sex. Do you know your partners? Even if
Right.
you do, right?
Right.
This is just a great way to protect yourself. Okay? They want to stop HIV funding, okay? That they want us to get sick,
Right.
Vaughn. They
Right.
want us to cancel each other out, okay?
Right.
In whatever way possible. This is how we take care of ourselves and don't make that happen.
Yep.
That's right. Also, Doxy-pep kind of tastes good. So go ahead and pop you 2 at a time. Also, I learned this from the hottest pharmacist in the world.
Love it.
My husband.
Right.
Do not take Doxy and consume dairy at the same
Exactly.
time.
Right.
Make sure you space it out. Don't scoop it, mix it with your ice cream. Take your Doxy-pep, take a beet, and then drink your milk. Like, do not take it at the same time or it's going to dispel the effects of the Doxy-pep. But go ahead, get you some Doxy-pep. It was really easy to get.
There you go,
Very.
right? Household Doxy-pep tips by Bonnie Builder.
Hello.
That is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.
Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Vaughn Biggs, and let's queer up health. New study reveals average penis size has grown 25% larger in the last 30 years. A surprising new study suggests that the average penis length has increased by 25% over the last 30 years and could keep growing. According to a Stanford University meta-analysis, the average erect penis length jumped from 4.8 inches in 1992 to 6 inches in 2021. If this trend continues, experts say it could surpass the 8.5 inches by the century's end. Study led by Dr. Michael Einsberg says such rapid changes suggest something powerful is affecting human biology, but not all changes may be natural. The Daily Mail highlights a growing trend of biohacking, where technology enhances human bodies. Oxford Brookes University's Simon Underdown predicts that future modifications could improve sperm motility or reshape reproductive traits based on social trends. So whether it's nature or science, one thing's certain, changes to the body, especially this one, are no longer just a topic for locker room talk. Now, hold on to your pearls.
Okay.
Too. Ready?
Holding on.
I had to put my glasses on because some of these notes from this study was hilarious.
Okay.
So another innovation will be the buzzing penis. So it will be an implant that you can control and you could buzz on demand.
Oh, okay.
So to please your
Sounds fun.
partner, right?
Okay.
The company called Cybergasmics is working on a device called the Lovetron 9000 and already has demonstrated it as a prototype. Lovetron 9000 can be implanted under the man's pubic bone to make his penis vibrate, giving more pleasurable experience for both partner during sex.
I love that. But does that make it bigger?
That's another enhancement.
Okay.
Another one is Penis 2.0. These include making it STI resistant.
Oh.
Right? Through the use of implants with biosensors that detect specific foreign pathogens.
Shut the hell
I know,
up.
right? I'm just dying. Some of these things I was like, really? Another proposed innovation is an in-house birth control. The future male reproductive system might feature a fertility toggle.
Oh, okay.
About time. You
Right,
guys do.
right.
Geez.
And for the size, Faye, since you asked, and appearance, Penis 2.0 also may evolve into a place where it resembles a French tickler.
Ooh.
With modifiable ridges, grooves, and bumps to enhance the sexual pleasure of the receiver.
Wow. Okay. Well, so all these modifications are great. You have an AI penis. Great. Fantastic. But let's talk about the penises getting bigger naturally or whatever. You know what I mean? If you want to say, right? Okay. So this is a study that obviously the information was given by each person themselves. Right. Okay. So it wasn't like somebody, I know Vaughn would have volunteered. I'll measure for everybody. Right.
Yeah.
But, so again, for the most part, do men lie about the size of their penis when they're asked?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And thank you for being honest.
Yes, they do.
Not all men.
Or they show a
Bonnie,
picture and you're like going,
Well,
I'm bigger than that.
not so much.
I'm going to add a particular anecdote
Please.
when you're, I'll do it now. So any Bonnie event, I encourage cruising. I encourage people to mingle. Don't focus on whatever the thing is we're doing. Focus on trying to sleep with each other by the end of the night. And in doing so, I prompt people to pull out naked photos of themselves to sort of advertise what they have to others.
I love that.
And the penises that I've been seeing at the gathering on South Beach, Wednesday's Drag Trivia.
Wait a minute, where?
I've yet to see a small dick.
Okay.
I don't know if I just so happen to be asking the right people, but like the fucking nerds, the dweebs, the
You know how they used to say the short
dorks,
guys have the long penises? Not even like that anymore.
fat cocks abound. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I have yet to be shown a small dick at any of my events.
Okay.
So there might be some truth to this.
No, and listen, okay, let's be real, all right? There are hormones in all our food. There's a lot of, girls have been getting breasts at a much younger age, all right? So I just think this is just going along with that, I also heard the other day that men wanted to elongate their penises, that they use weights or something at the end of their penis to like weigh the skin down to get it longer.
There's another technique.
Oh, there's a better one, okay?
And some people on the internet are probably gonna know what this is. So there's a technique called jelqing, Jelq and the rest of it. It's basically massaging a muscle to elongate it.
Right.
So you said right, you know all about this. So you get the organ under, I think, warm water to get the muscle all nice and soft, and then you just massage and stretch and pull.
That's something that's very similar to okay.
Mama, this is not big enough, but okay. You're gonna hot water, make it hot, and then you're gonna massage and stretch and pull, and it's gonna stretch that muscle out to make it longer. Now it's not gonna be like 5 inches overnight.
And it's not gonna be overnight. Okay.
Exactly. But like if you just continue this motion for a period of time.
We're gonna make a meme of you doing that, just to let you know. Okay? Just wanted to let you know. But
hello. Make it longer with Bonnie Builder. Technique is called jelqing. You're welcome, America.
All right, well, there you go. And that is the big LGBTQ story for today. The big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.
Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Bonnie Builder, and let's queer up South Florida and Florida. Wilton Manors criminals and police department donate $8,000 to Pride Center at Equality Park. Sometimes crime does pay. At least that is what happened yesterday as Wilton Manors Police Chief Gary Blocker came to Pride Center's popular Coffee and Conversation Tuesday series to show how crime actually pays. Chief Blocker spoke about the long-term relationship he has had with the LGBTQ community and how the Wilton Manors Police Department had worked so hard to understand the unique needs of one of the largest queer populations in the nation. He explained that criminal activity has a price to pay in Wilton Manors, and it generates funds that are held in account to benefit the community. Blocker then presented Pride Center at Equality Park's Executive Director, Robert Boo, with an $8,000 check in front of more than 200 Pride Center guests. The grant money goes for projects that Pride Center operates for our community. Robert Boo told Queer News Tonight executive producer Al Ferguson, quote, "I am very grateful for the ongoing collaboration with Wilton Manors Police Department. We've had a long history of working together for the safety of the center and our community. The amount of the grant was a very pleasant surprise, and we will put it to good use. Wilton Manor Police Department has a long history of working behind the scenes with the LGBTQ community that not everyone always sees. They really do everything possible to protect us. I am grateful for their support." I love attention, but I also love reporting stories like this where the community is pouring into itself. Wilton Manors is fantastic. It is not perfect. There is a bunch of crime happening some of the time. And I love that we're able to flip that around and take the criminal's money or the crime doer's money and pour it back into the community for something positive.
Yeah.
Because this is a place that we love.
Yep.
And it's been here for a very long time. And we hope that it will be here much, much longer. So whether you're here to help or hurt this community is going to grow by any means. And that is something that I find so incredibly special about this story.
Well, I got to give a big shout out to Chief Blocker. Thank you so much, Chief Blocker, for coming and sitting in the conversation that morning and presenting that check. You know, it's no secret that the LGBTQ plus community has, and the BIPOC community and the Latino community have a flawed relationship with cops. We just do. Okay. And that stems from a history that is impossible to just get over. All right. But stories like this give us hope that maybe in the future that we are beginning to rebuild that friendship, rebuild that relationship. The reality is that we need you, cops, right? We really do. We need your security, especially in Wilton Manors, where we go to and we expect to be safe, right? You know, Robert Boo is an incredible individual. He's an incredible man, very, very big, very, very tall. Yeah. And, you know, he will take that $8,000 and do good with it, okay? They just opened a cyber computer area there for people that are, you know, that can use that on every day. They are just hosting a Women's Week coming in April 26th to May 5th. They're doing Trans Day of Visibility March 31st. The Pride Center at Equality Park does a lot. Yeah. And Robert Boo does a lot. And he will make sure that those $8,000 go to a good place and are used resourcefully.
They've given so much to the community already. I mean, Robert, he's out everywhere. It's like, you know, he's one of those people that you do see out when community events are going on and things like that. So his presence is needed, and it continues to show when he's getting funding and giving back to the community. You know, people see it. They do see that's happening.
Yeah. And we need to see that. We need that.
And we need your money.
And we need your money. I wonder how the criminals, how is that? Criminal money that you got, like, was it like parking tickets? Was it jaywalking?
Was it blood
Was
money?
it just being like, just ugly walking down the street and they gave you like a, you know, they gave you a citation? Like, how does that work? You weren't fabulous.
Wearing Capizios. You wore Capizios. Jail.
Bam!
Jail.
Bam! You're wearing cargo shorts and you're not a lesbian. Bam! You know, like, it could happen, right? Maybe that's how they made the money. However it is, we love it. And that is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight. As a nonprofit LGBTQ plus media organization, we would like to thank our viewers for supporting our mission to tell the stories of the queer community. We'd also like to thank the generous support of Jets Pizza. Jets is the LGBTQ plus community's most popular pizza in South Florida.
Take a look around these streets. Do you really think we woke up one day and said, yeah, the world needs more pizza? Nah, just a better one. Better, like the world's best pizza, Jet's Detroit-style pizza. Hand-pressed and baked to the thickest, crispiest crunch. You're welcome. Now visit jetspizza.com and save. Click on hot deals for special offers in your area. Jets, better because it has to be.
Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Bonnie Builder, and let's queer up the Black community. LGBTQ Black History Month is celebrated with Queer News Tonight Black Excellence Edition February 4th. Queer News Tonight is celebrating Black History Month with a special Black Excellence edition of the famous LGBTQ news show on February 4th. This broadcast will feature an all-Black panel of anchors highlighting stories and events that uplift the Black LGBTQ community. Anchors Jameer Baptiste, Adriana Tender, Antonio Ellison, Danny Clakeley, and Mark Bassett will lead this special edition, ensuring Black voices and achievements take center stage. The special focuses on the unique intersection of both the Black community and our LGBTQ members of the Black community. In the new political environment our community is experiencing, the special comes at an important moment in our history. Queer News Tonight is the most important news program in the world with more than 10 million views in 2024. Don't miss this powerful celebration of culture, resilience, and excellence. Tune in on February 4th for Queer News Tonight's Black Excellence Edition. So we love Black people, right?
Of course.
So we will all be tuned in. I am very excited to see this broadcast. I just love my people so much. And we are humble, but we got a lot to brag about. So, you know, we gonna be talking our shit, looking good. Full panel. Y'all turn out all the looks. Let them know what we got. Don't let me carry the weight on my shoulders alone. But this is going to be a very fun broadcast. What do y'all think?
And so important. Okay, it's Black History Month, right? So representation matters. We've got to, you know, you want to see yourself on the screen, all right? And so Black folks, you deserve to have that. Like, come on. So, and the people that are chosen for this panel are incredible. Like Adriana Tender, man, you don't mess with my sister. You know what I mean? She will bring the house down. You got a question for her, she will give you all of it, all right? Jameer, like, just the whole panel is going to be an incredible group. That's going to be a good show. Don't miss it.
Yeah, I think it's just great to see platforms happen, right? for a lot of our community, specifically the Black community. We need to hear more, especially down here in Wilton Manors area and South Florida. We need to hear those voices. They've got to stay important just like the rest of us.
Listen, a couple of weeks ago, I think it was last year, one of our own, LaTanya Hobson, had something happen to her in Wilton Manors where she was called the N-word coming out of an event, right?
Oh,
she posted it on social media. People came together. Chris Caputo put together a meeting. I don't know what's happened since then, okay? That's why this February 4th edition is important, right? Because voices need to be loud and proud. You've got to hear us from all corners, right? You know, the Black community, they ain't going nowhere.
Nope.
Nowhere, okay? Representation matters, and that Queer News Tonight will be important, so make sure you watch it.
Yes, it will be.
That is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight. So those are today's headlines from Queer News Tonight. These anchors represent the best of our LGBTQ and allied community.
If our community is important to you, share this news with your friends and family. Join the conversation on your favorite streaming platform.
Queer News Tonight is the only live LGBTQ digital television show in the world that is out of the closet and into the headlines. We need your support if our community is to grow and then thrive. We must tell our stories and bring them to the attention of the broader world. This is the only place in the world that tells these types of LGBTQ stories in motion and sound. That is the passion of Hotspots Magazine, Happening Out Television Network, and Queer News Tonight.
I'm your lead anchor, Faye. What? And on behalf of these LGBTQ reporters, the incredible anchors of Queer News Tonight, including Bonnie Builder, yes, and Von Biggs, baby.
Yes.
We will see you daily at 8 p.m. to our LGBTQ world. We hope that you will join us by embracing love, generosity, bravery, be transformative and queer.